Alright, so my team, GB Salt Racing, because we renamed the team last time. It was Generally Bad Racing, but I took the title sponsor role instead of the whole team. Oh right, Spain. Fuck me. So all right, I wanna refresh my knowledge on everything. So Aitken expires in 60 days. We need 2 million to buy him out. Where is the driver market? Where can I see that? There it is. I'm not sure. Oop. If I want to keep Aitken or if I want Uber. Though Aitken's stats are infinitely better, aren't they? I keep hitting the wrong button. So if I go down and go back and then back, okay. Yeah, so it won't work out that way. So there's Aitken. 36. Yeah, so De Vries would be better for the same amount of money. Pretty much across the board, except for experience and pace, he would be better. Uber isn't bad. I don't think we should take him though. So I think we'll stick with Aitken then, honestly. Let's look at our R&D. Let's see what's coming in. So we're doing a turbocharger upgrade, an engine power upgrade, small one. That'll keep us up with the Ferrari units. No aerodynamic, and we're doing a weight redistribution upgrade. So that'll help with. I actually couldn't tell you. It's one of the ones that always confused me, but this is the chassis ones. I'm assuming it makes sense in our like braking and stuff, redistributing the weight. Blah, can't speak. I don't think any of our facilities are being upgraded. I've been putting a lot into the simulator. Get Aitken's pace up. Alright, this is going to be a weak track for me, so maybe if we're lucky, Aitken will be pretty good at this track. So it'll help the team out. Maybe he can pull some points out for us. Oop, I was going to see if I should turn the difficulty up, but not for Spain. Spain then Monaco, so this is not going to be enjoyable for me particularly. 2 tracks back to back. Monaco's not bad. It's just I don't like it with the current cars, and I don't like it on my controller. It sucks. I normally simulate it, but I think I'm just going to put it down to 5 laps and call it a day. What's going to suck is if I do the next race by accident. Oh, it's going to rain during the race. That's even worse. I think I died a little inside, to be honest with you. Oh, here we go. So we're going to do I just do an out lap, like a normal lap, no practice? No, track acclimatization is basically the same thing as doing an out lap, so I might as well do it and get a handle for the car. Worst comes to worst, we'll restart the session. See how that goes. Alright, so let's just go right out, and then we'll see how the car handles on this track. It felt a lot better after our last aero upgrade, so I'm hoping that that feeling continues. I'm not sure if I like these new gloves, to be honest. I may go back to the old ones.
Okay, your goal is to get through as many
that corner specifically, I've always been weak at.
As possible. Remember to activate your DRS in the DRS zone.
So we're gonna have to just take it easy where we can. Just easy does it. I hate Sector 3. I've never been good at it. I've tried practicing a decent bit. Got a little loose on the exit there. I've just never been good at this track. I'm not a huge fan of it, but you know, I know people that like it, so I'm not gonna sit here and berate it. That's right, we're using our old race engine, so it's seen some better days. I normally haven't practiced in a race engine, but our race engine's had more laps, like, you know, high power laps put on it. So it's been it's wearing. So we swapped it out. The practice engine is now the race engine. The race engine is now the practice engine. So it works out. Okay, so the car's handling okay. I may add a little bit of wing. Oh shit. Where's my bias? Move that back a little bit.
Approaching the DRS zone. Watch your MFD for the activation point.
I think I want to go. No, I think I want to go the other way. I think I want to go the other way. We'll find out here in a second. Because rear brake bias will help you brake faster, but doesn't give you as much turning ability. Lots of wheel spin coming out of that corner. Does not bode well for me.
That's fantastic. You obviously have a really good.
Alright, how much fuel do we have? We have almost 4 laps of fuel, so let's run another lap just as a lap here. Yeah, this is not going to bode well for me. I'm already looking forward to this weekend being over. Easy, easy. Right, so the car's handling, like I said, okay. It's just the curbing is going to be the death of me if I'm not careful. If I push during the race, it's going to be the death of me, hands down. Subtly, nothing, just nothing. Oop, wrong button. I meant to hit the ERS button and I accidentally hit the D-pad for some reason. Which they're two completely different things. Alright, so I did a full purple that time. Nope, jinxed it. Jinxed it literally at the exit there.
Great stuff. You've pretty much nailed this circuit. This is a really strong foundation to build from.
Alright. If only Jeff knew just how fucked I could become during the race here. The pace is just not going to be there. Actually, I'm going to double check I am at 101. Gameplay settings. Yep, at 101. Used to race at 105. Maybe it's time to put it back up there. I think we'll go fuel management next instead. Double check the engine. This should be a pretty worn engine. Yeah. Actually, yeah. This is a practice. This was the race engine, I think.
To focus entirely on the race, but
yes.
We should
okay.
Put a bit of time aside to run the qualifying sim program.
Jeff, it's not even practice 2 yet, and you're talking about. And he's talking about running the qualifying sim. It's like, dude, give me 5 seconds. I've only done 1 practice so far.
We're
not even that
testing
far
fuel
in.
management here, so try to lift and coast going into the corners.
And this is going to be the true show of whether or not we have even a relative amount of pace. Whoa. There's only been a few tracks where I've beaten the qualifying pace, so. And so far they've all been strong tracks I'm strong at, so. And this is not going to be one of those, so I doubt I'm going to get the qualifying sim done. At all, actually, for that matter. So let off at the 150, brake hard, coast a little bit in, hit the gas, lift a little bit, going through the corner, lift again, not much, just a little bit. Lift, brake, keep coasting as much as you can. Don't want to go full on the power there. Lift again before the end of before you hit the braking zone. You want to coast as far back as you can feel comfortable with. Just because it'll give you as much advantage as you can. Until you do shit like that where you just don't time your braking properly, it can bite you in the ass. So I'm just going to coast here, actually. I'm not even going to hit the brakes. There we go. Don't think you even have to normally. If your tires are good, you shouldn't have to brake. Okay, lift, coast back. Coast well before. The new F1 game seems like you have to learn to coast more, especially since fuel or engine modes are gone. So it'll be interesting to say the least. This is my weakest sector, hands down. I've never liked it. As you can see, I lost a shitload of time, going through it. Cool. So we got purple. But what that tells us is that we have some pace. I should turn myself down, but I'm gonna have to alt-tab to do that. Sorry. Turning myself down quick. So you guys aren't deafened anytime I get loud. Taking some more water too. Have to talk constantly during this one, so. There we go. And you guys shouldn't be as deafened anymore when I talk. I may have to turn the game down though in the process. I think we'll try tire management, see how that goes, and then we'll go to practice 2. I think probably the quali sim. I normally try to reserve the race strategy simulation for FP3 when we have the race engine in.
This test is all about tire management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
So we are just gonna. That's cars in front of us. That's not great. I'm gonna kill the tires going through this sector 3 here. I'm just telling you that right now, just because of how much I've lit up the rear tires each time going into it. It's not gonna end well for me. Use the ERS going down the straight here. Gain as much time on the delta as we can. I'm gonna hit the brakes. Ease the car into the corner. Ease it through again. Ease it through by lifting just a hair. Actually skyrocketed it pretty well. Okay, when you're doing the tire wear program, you really just kind of want to take the corners easy as possible. I drive very hard normally, so it's actually I always push. So I tend to be the one that kills my tires pretty quick. A couple times I've done like races with people. My friend Penguin, he actually comes on here a lot. We're actually going to do a co-op stream together for 2021. His tire wear was infinitely better than mine by a mile. Because I push so hard. You know, yes, I'm faster, but I run the risk of having to do a 2-stop instead of a 1, where he has the ability to do a 1-stop. So that could hurt me in the long run. That being said, there are some times where I've been faster on a 2-stop than I would have been a 1-stop. Australia here in this career mode was like that. I felt faster on the 2-stop than I was on the 1-stop. Just because how I run my tires. That actually was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Program complete.
Okay. I don't think this track's going to be strong for the car at all. Judging by those timings, too, it's not going to help.
Our best lap so far is a
I see Jack is
1:20.4.
half a second faster than me on the same tires. I wasn't pushing on my mediums, I don't think, though, that being said. Alright, so those 3 are done. We'll do these 2 in practice 2 and practice 3. So let's advance to practice 2 here. We have to complete 75 laps for
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our
for
top
the
3.
sponsorship
Bottas,
goal.
Hamilton, and
Wow,
Sebastian
that is
Vettel. And if today's
okay.
practice is anything,
That is something. Granted, I did have a lot of time on the. I could have gone faster, I guess, technically, if I had a lot of time on the Delta. But it's not easy to tell, necessarily. But it also tells me the difficulty is still on par. Alright, so let's go to practice 2 here. I'm not sure where I'm going to put the next set of resource points. I try to at least get an upgrade a race. As in, like, at the end of each practice, I start at least a new upgrade. Alright, let's do ERS management. This one's normally pretty easy to me. There are some tracks, definitely, that are actually pretty hard. But most of the time, if you use it as, like, KERS, like they did back in the early 2010s when they had KERS instead of like actual hybrids, it's pretty good. Just use it for an acceleration bonus or boost.
This is all about managing your battery efficiently.
It's actually pretty easy to do. Doing it that way.
The take button will drain the battery quickly, but it will also give you maximum power.
Alright, so let's just ease the car through the corners here, and then, so like I said, if you just use ERS on the exit of corners, and then as you get up to speed, turn it back off, just use it as an acceleration. Most of the time the delta will go up. I'm not sure if I would benefit from using it later in the straight or earlier, but I use it earlier in the straights than I do later. They put us on a set of sauce for this one. Easy. Lift a little bit going through the corner. My car's textures are not loading. There's not a whole lot of places to use ERS on this track, so I think that helps do the objective here. Like I said, just use it a little bit on the corner exits to get a little bit of an acceleration boost coming out of them. Can really improve that delta, as you see there. I used it a little bit on the exit, and it was all good. Oop. Lift a little bit, and then use it on the exit once we're back on the throttle. I'm gonna gain as much time as I can on the straight, because I know Sector 3 is not going to go great. Really want to stick with Aitken, but I also think picking up another driver would be smart. But if we train Aitken going all the way through would be smart, like I've been doing. I've been dumping everything I can into Aitken. Any stat changing, anytime I get an opportunity to do a stat change thing to him, I do it. Just to see if I can get him to improve and go faster. So we have the fuel to do another lap, so we're going to do another lap. Get the practice in, get the sponsorship bonus. you know, lock that in just in case Aitken retires for whatever reason. At some point in the race, we want to make sure we have a little bit of a buffer. You know, it only does so much, but you know, even a 4 or 5 lap buffer can make a difference if he, you know, is like 5 laps from, you know, 5 laps away or something like that. I've been 1 lap away before, and there's always those races where I didn't put in the extra lap or 2 in practice. So I've always done that. So it looks like we got a little bit more speed on the Williams than the Williams here. I'm not sure how much that'll hold up though. Yeah, it looks like we have straight line. Our straight line speed's always been faster than the Williams, that being said, but Latifi's also going faster in some of the corners, it looks like. And this is not a good overtaking spot necessarily. Not here, at least. I could try and go around on the outside. But the rest of this area here, we just need to get a better exit going into the last corner. Dirty air does not help that situation. And me not being good at that corner doesn't help either. So ERS on the exit, and then DRS. So using the ERS there on certain corners really helps. So we're alongside him. So we have the same straight line speed, it looks like. And I'm not using battery right now, that being said. Ooh, easy. Okay, so yeah, we're at least not as bad as the Williams here. So that's a plus. Granted, it's only practice, so we can't say for certain if Latifi's pushing or not. But we should have more speed than the Williams, at least. Hey, the textures came in for the car, finally. Alright, this will be my last lap, and that'll bring the car in, and we'll do quali sim. Like I said, just trying to get those buffer laps in just in case Aitken retires for whatever reason. Next game though, we'll have self-retirements, which will be good, cool. You know, so we can actually retire. You know, have random engine failures and stuff. So I think the reliability department will help that quite a lot, depending on whether or not it's turned off. I'm not sure how that'll affect it in any way, and whether or not it'll actually do anything. Lucas 2000 or 20,006. Welcome to the Generally Salty Club. Wow, that's hard to read. Oh, there it is. Okay, I can read it easier there. Hope you're ready for Salt and investing in the GB Salt Racing team. Let's return to the garage here. Alright, so let's do quali sim. And once we do the quali sim, we'll go to practice 3. Once we're done with this, we'll slap our race engine in, go to practice 3, do the race strategy practice program.
Okay, this is a quali sim. We've
Then
estimated the times our closest rivals will be doing, so that's what we need to beat.
Go to qualifying, but I want to make sure the race engine is in at that point. Depending where we qualify, I may actually go for the engine penalty to take a spare power unit, because I know I'm going to try and take it in Monaco, depending on how we qualify. Always at least try out qualifying before I do anything like that. Just because you never know what pace you can pull out of the car. I've had situations like in my McLaren career mode where I was going to do that, but I ended up qualifying 5th in 2019. So I'm like, you know what? I know I'm going to take the hit here, but 5th place is too much of an opportunity to throw that away, so I ran with it. You know, it sucked later in the season when I had to take a penalty somewhere else on another strong track, but for a weak track like Monaco for me, qualifying 5th, I couldn't pass that up. I ended up finishing somewhere lower in the top 10, but I got points still. So it's still something I couldn't pass up. And I don't think that'll happen here. I think if we don't get out of Q1, I'll probably take it, or if we're in the lower half of Q2, you know, lower part of Q2, I'm definitely taking the engines. Because I don't think we'll be in points contention for Monaco. Here, not caution to the wind. I really couldn't tell you how we're going to do here. The quali sim is saying we're going to do well, but last time I had a good quali sim, it's like, oh, you're going to do great. You're gonna qualify very good, you know, excellently. Me and Jack qualified 18th and 19th, so I'd take the quali sim program with a grain of salt. And other times where you fail it, you qualify in the top 10. It's insane. Like, it's just such a middle, like, there's just such a small window. Oh, did I get purple on that? It looked like I only got green. If I got purple, I'll take it. And guys, don't be afraid to talk in chat either if you're here. You know, I look every once in a while. I try to look when I'm on straights. You know, try to talk to everybody. I didn't know I changed the setup. But sure, guess I changed something. All right, so I have my race engine in. Whoops, I didn't put the practice engine in, so I'm using my race engine. Fuck me.
If you want to know specific
slap that
information
in.
or make certain changes to the car during a pit stop,
That's
you
a
can tell me what you want
you
on the
know,
radio.
I had that
Press
feeling in
and
the
hold
back
the
of my
radio
head that was
button
gonna
to activate
happen,
the
and I
system.
knew that
You
was
can either
what
speak
was
to
happening.
command or
All right, this
select
has
it
to
manually
finish
from the radio
this
screen that will
race,
appear
this
on a
gearbox,
multifunction display.
55%
While
wear.
the radio is active, cycle through command groups
So
with
there's
the
an
MFD button.
entirely possible we may actually. I have a gearbox issue in this race. It's entirely possible.
We're second in the speed trap, 202.9 miles
Okay,
per hour.
where's our lap time? On softs, Jack set a 118.5. We want to set a 118.4. So I have the strongest and most. It's
And
the
with all
strongest
cars
feeling
now over the line,
Jack is going to
let's
beat us
see
in
our top
qualifying,
three.
which I'm okay with. He has yet
Bottas,
to do that.
Hamilton,
That looks a
and
lot
Max
better. GB
Verstappen.
Salt actually does look a
And
lot
that's it.
better.
Practice is officially over. Until next time, goodbye.
Come on, Grofty. Yeah, GB Salt looks a lot better than Generally Bad Racing. I like that. GB Salt Racing actually looks really nice. We were debating between GBG for Generally Bad Gaming, or Gamer Salt Racing, or GB Racing. Salt Racing, sorry. And the general consensus was GB Salt, so we went with that. Crystal said, I think she said GBG Salt, but she got outvoted. I'm going to have to get more water prior to the race. I'm telling you that right now. So we'll do practice, qualifying. I'll get water and use the bathroom quick, and then we'll go to the race. But that being said, we're killing Magnussen in the rivalry. You know, American team against American team. I'd say my freedom is better than his freedom. I'm kidding. I have screaming eagles in my garage, with my pink car. All right, so race strategy. See how this goes. Why is there like a watermark on my screen? Is that from me sneezing last night? Did I actually sneeze on my computer monitor by accident?
Give us some consistent laps, please. We're looking for
Alright,
good data that
I
we can
hate
work into the
doing
race
all 5
strategy.
laps on this practice program, but I don't necessarily have a choice. Like I said, I want to get the sponsor program, or sponsor bonus locked in, just in case Jack doesn't finish the race. So I use the ERS in the exit here. You can feel the rear tires give out a little bit on this track, doing it there. So we're going to run Rich for just a hair going out some of the straights, simulate us trying to overtake somebody. Run back, disable ERS. So I think for 2 of the 5 laps, we're going to run Rich on both straights the whole way down. Just to simulate overtaking somebody and not using the battery. I think that's what we'll do too, is not run the battery at all. Try and simulate us having a low battery, trying to recharge and trying to keep them from overtaking, or we try to overtake. Both situations, either defending or trying to overtake. Gotta be careful. I've spun on that corner more times than I can count. Way too often. Okay, so we'll run Rich here. So I think laps 1, 2, and half of 3 maybe? Or going into 3 we'll run Rich. This isn't the most interesting practice program, so there's not a whole lot to talk about. I think I'm going to go back to my old gloves though post-race. I definitely prefer the old gloves. Me and Crystal were looking around at different... My helmet didn't change either. That's upsetting. I created a new helmet last night that has incorporated... My personal colors are black and red. Channels are pink.
Okay, super
Pink,
job
black,
so
and
far.
gray.
We're getting great data. Stay
So I actually created a
focused.
helmet that incorporated red, black, gray, and pink. Oh no, red, black, and pink. It actually looked quite nice. Normally those colors I don't think necessarily go together, but it worked quite well, and I liked how it turned out. So I'm a little upset that it's not on my character right now. So we'll have to change that. But I don't know if I can do that till post race, to be honest. I could probably go to the main menu and change it. Change my gloves and helmet. There's the other pink car, the Racing Point. Next season, in 2021, well, in 2021 will be the only pink car, so, there's that at least. If I have time to do a My Team career mode, because I have a lot of co-op careers planned. I have one with my brother, He's on here. He's under the name Lithrogue. I have one with Penguin. I have one probably with Thor. Crystal, I'm forcing to do one with me. Is that it? No, I think I have a friend from work that might, depending on whether or not he can afford it. But no, I have a lot, so it'll be interesting to see how much time I can do for my team career mode. I'm gonna try to make time for it, because I know people like it. Hold on, I gotta itch my arm. You know, I know people enjoy it, so I'm gonna try and make the time for it. Alright, now we're gonna run the standard the rest of the time here. You know, using our battery on the straights. I just wanted to run enough rich fuel mixture to simulate some overtaking. That way the team knows how much fuel to put in the car. I'm never great with that, so that'll help, you know, with the race strategy. The more I ran the race strategy program, the more I realized how helpful it is with tire wear. A couple times I didn't run it properly or simulated this. You know, this race strategy was completely off, and we ended up having to change it, or I had to end up changing it during the race. So I'm all for doing the race strategy program. If you're gonna do any race or any practice programs, do that one. Skip the rest if you want. That's the one I definitely think anyone and everyone should do. It is very important to run that one, as I'm not paying attention going into the corner. Got adrenaline a little loose there. The hards seem okay. The mediums felt pretty good. The softs definitely felt good, but they almost always do. Oop, a little bit of lag there. Oop, and lost the end just a hair coming out of the corner there. That'll be par for the course most of the race, I think. So at the end of lap 3, we're looking at 13% on the hards, front left. It's always the front left to have a lot of tire wear, or tire wear on. So it's interesting to see how that goes. It's always that front left. It's always the left side for me. I think I lean too much on going into some corners. Oop, don't lose the car. I'm gonna use a little bit of ERS going through this just to see if I can gain some time on the Delta, make up for it, for losing the rear end there. Take it easy through the corner. Ooh. Yeah, these hards are a little slippery. So I'm not sure if I'm going to want to run them during the race, but I'm also not sure if I'm going to have a choice to run them. Was Azerbaijan I think I just ran Azerbaijan, I think, is what the plan was, or what the race was. Was it Azerbaijan? No, where was it? Oh, Netherlands, that's right. I think it was the race before that, though. Either way, a race or two ago, I did not like the way the hards drove. I did not want to run them during the race, but it was either run the hards or do a 3-stop. So I really didn't have a choice but to run the hard compound tires. So I had to run them. After running the race strategy too, it helped me realize that the hards just took a second to come to grips. After which they actually felt okay. That's Hamilton. Sorry, Hamilton, I'm on a flying lap. You are not, so you're gonna have to bite me if you want to get past me. Alright, how am I on fuel? I'm doing alright. I think you could run rich almost the whole time, honestly, if you really wanted. You shouldn't, but I think you can. Now, Hamilton's going to be a hell of a lot faster than us, but like I said, he's going to have to stick behind me for now. That's the one thing I don't like about the AI in practice is they try to race you on their out lap or their in lap, and it's very frustrating, especially when you're on a flying lap. Like, they should not be worried about... I know they're AI, and you know they're not going to be the smartest people with that, but you think they would at least try to not. At least it doesn't have DRS open, so there's that. Let's ease it around one more time, and then we'll complete this lap, and then we're good for qualifying. I think it was best I've taken that part of Sector 3 all weekend. All race weekend here. And then we'll let off the gas, let Hamilton pass us by there.
We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
Alright, and then we'll return to garage. My experience is faster to return to garage before you... Oh, tire wear is actually better than expected. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm honestly surprised. So that's a good sign for the race, at least. So it's just a high tire wear race then. So 19% after 5 laps. So we'll say 20 we'll round it up after 5 laps. So 40% after 10. 60% after 15 laps. So yeah. So we could probably get 15 laps out of a set of hards. And how many? 33 laps. I have a feeling it's probably going to be a 2-stop race, to be honest with you.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top 3.
Alright, Aitken's faster than me.
Hamilton,
Yep.
Bottas, and Sebastian
But
Vettel.
we're also on the hards, and we were just kind of, you know, moseying our way around the track. Crystal texted me. Oop, interview.
Day today. Let's have your take on it. You really went all out in practice today. Are you testing new components?
I wouldn't say all out. Yeah, sure, that one.
How do you feel this season is going for you? Is the car competitive?
Seems great. Gelling. With a bit of power, I think we'll get there. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. I've been trying to focus on the chassis and aerodynamics because I'm more of I can make up for a bad engine. Just with the way I drive. Nice. Aitken's bringing more research points than he was before. Cool. No ranks ups on the acclaim, but that's fine. It's only practice. Alright. Come on, computer, you got it. There we go. Okay. So it's gonna rain during the race. So I'm actually do I do some rear downforce, or do I wait and save up for a drag reduction? No, our car's pretty fast in a straight line comparatively, and the speed traps most of the time we're in like the top 5. So I think we're gonna go for this rear downforce upgrade. Come in, view description after Monaco, before Azerbaijan. This is after Monaco. This is after Monaco. So we should hopefully get a good chunk of upgrades after Monaco to come in. We can hope, at least. Whether or not that happens is a whole different story. Had too many upgrade parts fail at this point. Way too many. Alright, so car setup, I'm actually... What am I using? I didn't change anything. I'm gonna go up on the wing a little bit. Or I just go increase... No... I'm gonna go a little too heavy on it, just so we have, like, pure stability during the race. It's gonna rain. Toggle weather. So after 20 minutes, it's gonna stop. So I'm actually gonna remove that, and we're gonna try and take advantage of as much of the race in the rain as we can, going up a little bit on the aerodynamics. So, okay, so what I normally do is so in this case, mediums. So I slap on a set of mediums. I actually do just kind of a throwaway lap. I still push, I push the car, try not to DNF, stuff like that. Do an out lap, get a time in, and then at about the 6-7 minute mark, when there's no other cars on track, I put the softs on and I do another flying lap. The medium tire run is meant to get warmed up, make sure see how the track feels, make sure any mistakes I might make, get my feeling for a lightweight car, stuff like that. Tends to be what I do with it. Doesn't always work. I only do it in Q1. If I make it out of Q1, I don't do it again. Once we start making Q3 consistently, I think I'm going to change it to short qualifying or even one shot. But when I'm going Q3, Q2 consistently, I like doing full qualifying just to see the progress the car is making in qualifying. And plus, the AI seem to have like a weird, like your teammate has a weird, like one shot they're not always good, full they can consistently be okay, and then short they're weird middle ground. I don't know, it's always weird to me. Okay, the mediums actually feel pretty good. Whether or not they'll be any good during the race is a whole different can of worms. Don't take the bollard with us. Ease it over the curbing. Hit the brake a little bit more than I wanted. Just take it easy. I hate this set of corners so much. And come around. Okay, so we're faster than Latifi on mediums. So that's a good sign. So with that, our shitty little lap done, so we'll go find Aitken here. Who hasn't put a lap in yet. Nope. He's put one in now actually. So we'll start accelerating to 7 minutes. So I'm actually gonna stop quick. So we set a 1:18.3 on mediums. Aitken did a 1:17.0 on softs. So that's good for the team. Yeah, so that's good for the team, to be honest. Okay, so the track should be empty at this point. I used to be able to see track map. Why I can't see the track? Oh, that's because I'm an idiot. Okay, so go to the car setup. Why can't I change the tire? There we go. Okay, throw on the softs, and then we're gonna do another flying lap here. On the softs, get a better time in. We've appeared in Q2 pretty consistently. Once or twice, I think. At least once or twice, I know I've failed to make it in. But we pretty consistently can show up in Q2. Aitken has showed up in Q2 pretty consistently, but every once in a while, he's just on the cusp of just fails to make it in. So it's a little upsetting, but we're working with him, trying to improve his race pace and qualifying pace. So yeah, we're on an empty track, so we have clean air, which is great. Azerbaijan is a whole different story. You want to be out with somebody. It'll make a huge difference getting that slipstream. Let off just a little bit. I let off a little too much half the time going through that corner. I know I can gain a lot of time if I paid attention, especially. If I didn't let off as much as I do going through that sweeping right-hander. Toy sweeping corners I'm not great at. I'm not good at fast corners. I've always been better at slow corners than I have faster ones. Ooh, almost lost it there. I felt the car give out just a hair. So we're already improving. I didn't actually see how much we were improving by half a second. So not as much of an improvement as we would like. I don't think we're going to make it into Q2 here. Unless I run another lap just to see. That's what I normally do. Because we're not consistent. At least with Q1. I made the mistake in Q2. Where I actually made Q3 doing it this way. I'll run another lap and see how my sector 1 time is. And then if it's green, I'll keep pushing. If it's close to being, it's in the red, but it's close to being the same, I'll keep going. And I'll see how sector 2 is. Most of the time I just end up finishing the lap anyways because I get so close, I figure I can maybe make up some time somewhere else. There we go. Now, that time I just did a slight lift off, so we got a little bit more speed coming in, but the first corner I didn't exactly nail, and this corner I'm definitely doing poorly on. Yeah, see, 0.011. So I'll keep pushing because I can make up some time elsewhere. I also can check to see how low the tires are. 10%. So after 1 lap, they're at 10%. Don't think it's going to be quite usable during the race. Missed DRS just by a hair. This area I can make up some time at, because last lap I fucked it up pretty badly. Don't lose it over the curbing. Easy does it. I'm actually down again. Spun the tires. Got a little loose. This is not going to be an improvement at all. Nope. 10th slower. Told you Jack's going to be faster. I knew he would. I knew for a fact that he would. And he's probably a hell of a lot faster too. 1:17.5. Yeah, 5/10 faster. So, yeah, I am entirely anticipating us being very far behind. So I think, did he make it into Q2? He did. Nice. I was very far off. 5/10. Magnussen. Oh, Magnussen. Fuck. Magnussen outqualified me. That's upsetting. So with that, I'm actually going to take a new engine, new engine components. Break my hands. That's upsetting. Team acclaim still goes up, and driver acclaim, so that's a plus. Excuse me. So we're going to take a new engine. Across the board, just new engine, take the penalty. Do.
Tough luck there.
All right.
Not quite where we'd want to be on
So
the grid.
we're gonna go over
Chill.
here.
It's not the end of the
Take the
world.
penalty. Yep, penalty warning. Penalty warning. Penalty warning. Yep, I'm aware. So we'll take those. 58% after practice and qualifying. How is Aiken doing? He's not even best of the 0 pointers. Both McLaren drivers are ahead of me, no surprise. They also have a infinitely faster car. So with that, I'm gonna go grab water quick. Go grab water, and I'm gonna use the bathroom, and then I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. Oop, I went back into the game without changing the screen, so you're just seeing be right back. That's funny. Okay, and that one, there we go. Now you can see. There we go, okay. Yay, race time. It's only 7 o'clock. I'm surprised. It honestly feels later. Do I grab? Yeah, well, they're listening to that. I'm actually going to grab a drink again. A different drink. I'll be right back.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. It's 730 metres from pole position down to a slippery turn 1 here, the first of 16 corners around this 2.89-mile racetrack. The long, wide turn 3 and the uphill right-hander of turn 9 can both be taken full throttle in the right conditions, but I doubt very much we'll be seeing any of that today. Joining us today to oversee all the thrills and spills, it's Anthony Davidson. And great to see you. How are you feeling about the race today, and how are the circuit conditions from what you've seen?
Well, the surface looks clean enough, but I'm a little bit worried about the track temperature. It's pretty cool out there, which could give some teams difficulties when it comes to keeping their tyres in the right operating window. The cars out there that work their tyres hard and really...
Let's run you through the
All right, let's look at the
driver
grid.
order for today's exciting race.
Well, we're starting last. We took a huge penalty. There's no way anyone...
After the points finish last race, let's aim
Alright,
to
so
keep the
rain.
momentum going.
Heavy rain. Dewy? Do we start on wets? Or is it gonna stay intermediates? You know what? We're last. Let's take the risk. We'll start wets. We're gonna start on the wets and see where we go from there. I'm gonna bring this back actually just a hair. Yeah, we'll go to like lap 8. Yeah, lap 8. It'll give us an idea of whether or not the tires will be okay. Or the wet weather tires are going to be the ones to go with. So with it raining, we're not going to want to use too much fuel, so I'm actually going to dial that down a bit. Normally all full are using the recommended fuel. 60 plays grid penalty. Sweet Jesus.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
We haven't even started the race yet. He's like, new strategy. No.
Confirmed.
Whether
This rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future. We're not certain which is the best tire right.
Fuck. I did not think about that.
Check your MFD for a new
Fuck
strategy
off,
option.
Jeff.
Godman, confirmed. A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Alright, I'm restarting the race, because if Jeff's going to sit here and go, new strategy. Okay, you denied that. New strategy. Okay. New strategy. I'm going to kill
Now that
myself.
we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Because I'm not sitting there listening to him constantly tell me, oh, new strategy. New strategy. It's going to be annoying.
This light rain is going to be with us for a while now. Not sure whether dries or inters are faster.
How do
We're
you,
right
how are
on
you
the
not
crossover.
sure it's raining? Like, actively raining. Sure, Jeff. I think I need to fire you and get somebody else. Whoa, easy. Easy does it. Easy does it. Make the move up on the inside of Russ. Grosjean? Grosjean here. I think we can make it stick. Our car's a little bit better. Whoa. Ooh, almost ate the ass fucking Geo. I've done that once before. Don't need to do it again.
Great first lap. Keep it up.
Did I shove him out too wide? Is that what I did? Whoa. Alright, let's use some ERS here. Okay, Jack's fighting up there with Raikkonen. Pants were a little brown on that one. Easy. Yeah, you're definitely still a little slow in the rain, it looks like. Ooh, and I'm Mr. Slidey over here in the rain in the process. So I'm not doing much better on that front. Told you I don't have great through Sector 3. Never have, never will be, I don't think. Maybe on my wheel, maybe it'll change, but I'm not entirely, I can't guarantee that. Well, we're up, what, 4 spots? We started 22nd, so we're up quite a few spots. I can't do math in my head. That's not something I'm great at. I can do math just fine. Give me pen and paper, I'm golden. But not in my head. I've never been good at it in my head. Where's my helmet, damn it. Alright, yeah, Jack's gonna be faster than us here.
We're not certain which is the best tire right now. Dries or inters.
I don't see why dries would be fast here right now, because it's so wet. Guarantee you if I slapped a set of what dries on slicks right now, I would be like sailing off into Narnia. Come sail away, come sail away with me. That would literally be what would happen. Sorry for my bad singing. So Jack's keeping ahead of Raikkonen, so that's something. His pace is definitely starting to
Let's
improve.
overtake and burn some of this energy.
Alright, Jeff, I need you to kindly piss off. This isn't exactly the track conditions to use as much power as humanly fucking possible. Well, not in the way I use it, and that's probably part of the problem. Instead of using it on corner exits like I normally do, I think I have to use it once we get, you know, stable footing. We're faster than Kvyat, but we're not catching Raikkonen in the process either. So that's not great, to be honest with you. Still within a second, though. Surprisingly. I am going to alt-tab quick. One to take a drink of V8. Let's go with that. There we go. I think that's more accurate. Actually, alt-tabbing, I think, may improve the way the game played a little bit. So it looks like it's starting to clear up.
Not sure whether dries or inters are faster. We're right on the crossover.
Jeff, that's not the question I asked. I asked you about the weather. Why are we talking about tires? If I wanted tires, I'd ask about
No
this.
need to worry about tire condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Okay, Kvyat's starting to catch us now. Maybe I didn't go heavy enough on the downforce. But I didn't want to sacrifice the car too much if it starts drying up. Definitely a good thing I restarted and went to the inners and listened to what Jeff had to say to me. But it was really annoying that he's just like, the second the race started, new strategy options, like, dude, I just left the grid. The fuck are you on about? Like, there's the reason we made this decision. Please piss off. And then 2 corners later, strategy change. It's like, okay. Okay, we're just gonna restart and listen to Jeff, I guess. Yeah, Jack's flying. There's no way in absolute fuck I'm catching them. I may actually get overtaken by Kvyat, to be completely honest with you. This is not a good track for me, and it's raining. So that's a really bad combination for me.
Gap to car
Can't
in front
lie
is
to ya.
2.0 seconds.
Easy. There we go. Oh, sorry. Itchy nose. That's the most annoying one to me. I can ignore the rest of them. That one's an annoying one. Or when my glasses get screwed up because I'm itching my nose. Both of those suck. Oop, Vettel's out.
VSC deployed. The virtual safety car
I
has been
hate
deployed. We need to keep a positive
VSCs.
delta
They
here.
have appeared
Slow
every
down,
fucking
maintain a
race, and I've
positive
hated every
delta.
single one. I can never get them done properly. Oh, there's Vettel. I always go over Delta, and then it's like, okay,
slow down.
VSC
Your
is
delta
ending, so
is
I hit the
negative,
gas.
which means you are too fast. Reduce your
Okay,
pace.
and there's just no middle ground for me
Virtual
either.
safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green.
Yep, there it is. I knew I would get a fucking damn penalty. Because I always do.
VSC ending.
Yep,
we're
I'm
going
sl- I'm
green.
slowing down. I'm
Maintain positive
crawling.
delta until the green flags.
Like, I don't know what the game wants me to do sometimes with that. Like, it's just so hard. I wish you could disable VSCs, but keep the actual safety car in 2021. I know they talked about, like, the different changes to the safety car, but is that, you know, overall VSC to safety car, or is that just both of them? You know, not easy to tell. Yeah, our car being faster in a straight line is really helping us stay away from Kvyat. Woohoo! Easy. And by keep away, I mean have him halfway up my ass like a corner later. But I also fucked up pretty badly. That will do it. Alright, this rain now needs to go away or this race needs to head faster. I'm hating both. I'm hating both so much right now.
Certain which is the best tire right now.
It's not what I'm
Dries or
asking,
Inters?
Jeff. I want to know when the rain is coming to an end. Or if it's coming to an end. I don't care about the tires. I can clearly tell it's inners by the way I'm sliding all over the fucking place with the inners. It is not something that's hard to tell. Whoa. We're a little late. Oop, there we go. Okay. I'll take it. You know, I just realized I think that setup in practice, the reason it changed because the brake bias, I changed the brake bias back, so it became a custom setup. That's actually kind of funny. I normally try to do a very rearward brake bias. Based on how I drive, I'm very aggressive when I drive.
4.8 seconds.
I tend to be very aggressive when I drive. So it's not too bad. Easy. How are my tires doing? 34%, 6 laps. She'll be in the 60s at like lap 12. What's our pit window?
Okay, gap ahead is 3.8 seconds. Okay, 2 stops left now. 2 stops, pit window opens in 5 laps time. 5 laps.
So we're gonna be in the 60s by the time we actually pit.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, copy that.
We'll pit early.
You're doing well out there, keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes, not sure whether dries or
10 minutes of
inters are
rain.
faster. We're right on the
Maybe I
crossover.
should stay out on the incensors actually. That's probably what I should do honestly. 10 minutes, minute and a half. What is that? So that's 3 minutes for 2 laps, right? 4.5 minutes for 3. I cannot do math. What would it be? 1.3 now, because you got 0.9 in there. So a minute and a half would be 1.5.
We're expecting you in around 2 laps, and we'll be putting you on the intermediate tires.
I gotta move my headphone off so I can hear Siri here in a second. Was it 10 divided by 1.5, right? Hey Siri, what's 10 divided by 1.5? So 6.6 repeating.
10 minutes left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up.
So yes,
10 minutes.
6.5 laps. That'll take us to lap 11, which was our original pit window. Which will be the AI's pit window as well, but then we still got to keep going. Oops, sorry, fixing glasses. But we still have to keep going after that then. Waiting for the track to dry up. At which point we could be going too slowly. So we're not in a great spot on that. So we pit now, and the AI are able to make it farther, we're fucked. We're basically, that's guaranteed last place right there. But if we go too far, and we get a puncture, or we're just going that slow on these intermediates that we get overtaken, no, I'm fucked. So I'm in such a lose-lose situation here. So what I may have to do is stop pushing as hard as I am in corners. I'm pulling off the tires now, sitting where I'm at. So I'm probably going to try and baby the tires as much as I can here. You know, do some of that tire strategy program as I can to just baby the tires as we
Use
go
your
through.
overtake button for more power. We need to push.
So just baby the tires going through the corners here. Try not to spin them as much as I have been. one of the weaknesses I have in the rain is I spin the tires a lot, so I wear the tires down very badly. This may be a situation to go slower or go faster though at the same time. So just ease it around. So we can make up some of our weaknesses, slowness going through corners with the top speed. So we need to. We also need to use some battery, so it's not a full charge this whole time. Okay, let's get an idea.
The radar's showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain. We're not certain which is the best tire right now. Dries or inters.
I'm trying to baby the car on through at this point. Because there's not a lot of overtaking sections on this track, and a lot of them are on straights, and this car is much faster in a straight than the AlphaTauri behind us. So I'm just trying to nurse the tires around the track. Oop, easy. Don't spin the car, or the tires for that matter.
Box. We're coming in this lap.
So 9 to 13 is our pit window. We're not gonna stop. See, that's the thing. I think I'm gonna catch 22. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. If I don't stop, I could be risking the whole race. If I stop, I could be risking the whole race. Like it's such a shitty situation.
On this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there.
Okay.
Not sure whether dries.
He says about 10
or
minutes
inters are
until
faster.
what? 5
We're
minutes
right on
of
the
rain, I
crossover.
think. Which we should have been approaching by now. We should be approaching the 5 more minutes of rain here soon. Just nursing the tires as far as I can get them right now, knowing that the rain's coming to a stop here soon. I still don't think it's gonna work out the way I want, though. I just don't think the tires are gonna make it on that left side. Jesus, that wear difference is kind of absurd.
We expect you'll be noticing a bit of grip loss in the tires around now, so just be careful.
Yep, I am worried, Jeff. I am trying my utmost to just baby these tires right now. My fear is if Kvyat pits and gets fresh tires, in clean air he may be fast. So he may jump us in the pits. But like I said, on a straight line, our car is much faster, so we're going to have to take advantage of that.
Current forecast is 5 or 10 more minutes
Yeah,
of rain
now he's
before
saying-
it dries up.
saying
We're
5
not
to 10.
certain which is the best tire right now. Dries or inters.
I gotta make sure, see what damage setting I have on. Or it's not, what? Is it? No. I thought it was in gameplay settings. Flashback, park fan, oh, full. So it's not simulation, so I think we can take the tires to 80% on full. Can we find out the hard way? We may have to find out the hard way, to be honest with you. Just realized my battery was on that whole time.
10.0 seconds.
We also have a fresh engine in it, I just realized. That might explain a lot of our straight line speed compared to the AlphaTauri. They may have taken a different approach by now, or a different engine. I think that's my gearbox that's causing the yellow engine. Ooh, not paying attention at all. Yeah, it's the gearbox hitting 60%. Oh, hi, Kvyat. Shove him out just a bit. Go back to our tire diagram here, as I fuck up the corner by not paying attention again. So they should be stopping soon. I'm really not sure if I can nurse these tires long enough to make it, though. Is it 80 or 70% is the next question.
We're looking at another 5, maybe 10 minutes of this rain. Not sure whether dries or inters are faster. We're right on the crossover.
I'm so screwed. Like, if I come in, I'm gonna come in for another set of, if I come in for another set of enters, I'm screwed. If I'm gonna come in, I want to go in for dries, and that's the problem. Is I don't think my current tires are gonna make it far enough to do that. gotta itch my head. Jesus Christ. Itchiness. So, I'm just not in a great situation. I don't know, like, you know, I'm gonna post this on YouTube or uploaded my highlights here on Twitch, and I'm just gonna get fucking just torn apart for. If I make either decision, I think I would get torn apart actually. But I think the decision I'm making now is the one that's gonna get me killed the most, especially with the hindsight everyone's gonna have compared to me, who's doing it as I'm driving. This is not great, to say that honestly. Not a great situation. Everyone's gonna have the benefit of fresh inners too. Yeah, see, they're pitting now.
Looks like the weather is going to dry up in about 5 minutes. We're not certain which is the best tyre right now. Dries or inters. We'll make the changes to the front wing next time you're in. Front wing
I didn't
angle
change
to
my...
+1 now.
I didn't change my front wing though. There we go. See, this is gonna be the problem. See, look how far away Science is getting from that.
We anticipate an end to this rain in around 5 minutes. Not sure whether dries or inters are faster. We're right on the crossover.
I don't think we are there, Jeff. Hey Siri, what's 5 divided by 1.5? So 3.3 repeating, so about 3 laps. I honestly don't think the tires are gonna make it. I really don't think the tires are gonna make it. Like I said, it's going to have to stop raining, and then the track's going to have to dry off in the process. I know it's only a light rain, and Jeff continually goes, oh, we're in the crossover, which I don't believe within an inch of my life.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Trying my hardest to nurse these tires. I pushed them too hard. See, this is where my racing style or my driving style comes to bite me in the ass all the time. Just how hard I push all the time is such a detriment to race strategies like this. Is Gio pitting? No, he's also not pitting.
It looks like we'll be running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly. We anticipate an end to this rain in around 5 minutes. We're not certain which is the best tyre right now. Dries or inters.
I'm trying so hard just to nurse these tires. Like, it's just such... And we're in such a dangerous window.
Available on the MFD. Understood, copy that.
Okay, that's no different than what it was there, Jeff. Like, basically just pit now, basically, is what you're telling me to do.
This rain should be ending shortly. We should see a dry line start to form fairly rapidly, so make sure to cool your tyres down the straights. Not sure whether dries or inters are faster. We're right on the crossover.
Alright, if these tires get closer to 80%, I'm going to have to stop, and I want to stop for dries. I think as long as we baby it, it should be okay to do. I'm gonna have to pit here within the next lap or two as well. I'm getting way too close to puncture territory. Way too close. Yep, coming in.
The tyre situation is an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got right now.
What lap is it? 13, 20, yeah, hards, yep, we're going hards. Maybe we did make this hard decision here. Oh, I thought I didn't stop in my pit box, I'm gonna be pissed. Those inners were bald.
Go, go, go. Look after these tires now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Still got to take it a little easy. The track's a little slick still.
We're not not certain which is the best tyre right now, dries or inters.
So let's keep an eye on Russell's time here. He's 2.5 away right now. Let's see how much of a gap we're not gaining on. We're actually losing time currently. DRS enabled. That normally means the track's dry enough for dries, though, which is weird. Oh, we're losing time to Russell currently.
Other teams are fitting intermediate tyres. It might be worth considering changing yours too.
Jeff, I need you to kindly piss off.
Jack is in the pit. Jack in the pits.
And I'll put money on the fact that they're going to dries too. Nice. Fucked up all those corners. Yep, see, look, they're going to dries. I'm not sure if my tires will honestly make it. And I'm right back where I was. Great. The car is not gripping at all. Like, at all is this car gripping. We passed Aitken, though. So that means we may make up some spots. But I thought Gio was behind me. Actually, I'm fairly certain Gio was behind me. Yeah, Gasly was... no, Kvyat was the one behind me, not Gasly.
The gap to the car ahead is
I hope we made the right decision here.
6 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
So yeah, the team thinks that we can make it to the end on these hards. So maybe we did make the right decision going to the hards here.
Giovinazzi ahead. Gap
They're gonna
car
have
in
to
front
stop again
is
on the softs. There's no way it'll make
1.6
it.
seconds. They're on fresh softs. We think they've got one more stop.
Yeah, so we're going with a, you know, no more stop strategy. Well, they're going with at least another, with their stop, at least that. They're going with another stop. That could be behind me? Behind Aitken there? So, Jesus. Ooh, easy car, easy. Yeah, I'm still not a fan of these hards, but I'd rather run these and not stops again. Normally I'm all for the, you know, do an extra stop on speed-wise, but I think as long as we can keep up with everybody, we should be golden to do this. Now, if Aitken can get back to Latifi, I'll let him by. But I don't think he can. I don't think he will make it past Latifi anytime soon. Did anyone else go to hards? Sasa. Ricardo went to hards. And so did Raikkonen. So just 3 of us went to hards here to try and finish the race off. Oh, that's right. They have DRS now. That's the thing that exists now. All sorts of fastest laps going on because of everyone being on fresh set of tires. Oop, almost lost the car, almost lost it again.
Next car is 4 seconds ahead. 4 seconds.
Come on, Aitken. I know you can get past Latifi. We're not that slow. Car's not that bad. I know it's not that bad. I'm driving it. Alright, so the team's confident I don't have to stop again. And that's with the race. Should be with the race pace, race strategy thing. Losing a lot of time to Gio, though. Like I said, they're going to have to stop. And the softs do not last long, but they're going to go soft to medium most likely. They're going to go from a soft tire to a soft... They're going to go from a much faster tire than I'm running to a slightly faster tire than I'm running. Come on, Aiken, get by him. I need you to get by Latifi so I can block for you, man. Like, I know you have the pace. Come on. There's only so much I can do to help you out, Jack. There's only so much I can do, and I'm on the slower tire too. Come on, Jack, get him on this one. We had the faster car, Jack. I know you know it, because I know it, and you're behind him. So we're within the pit window still of Gio and Gasly, I think. So if they pit hypothetically right now, I would still overtake them. I'm not sure what the average pit time for Spain is, that being said. Whoa, easy. I think we're taking the right decision going on the hards, though, to be honest. We timed that inners to dries perfectly, I think. I definitely hated that I had to baby the tires for that long. I think it slowed us down a bit. I know what I should have done. Where is... There's Kvyat. So yeah, we actually jumped Kvyat. Nice. So actually a couple of us went from inners to our dries. Stroll did. Albon did. He's leading the race now because of it too. So yeah, some of us did that, which is cool. So I timed that pretty well, actually. Come on, Jack. Get by him.
Gap ahead is 6.2 seconds.
Come on, Jack. I know you can do it. It's not hard. It's Latifi. I caught the guy after I ate the Alfa Romeo ass in Bahrain. I know you can get by it. I couldn't catch anybody else, but I caught Latifi, so I'm fairly certain you can do that. Shouldn't be too hard. There you go, Jack. You got this. You got it, Jack. Nope. Maybe not. Jack's at the outside of the corner, not the inside. Yep, there he goes. God damn it. Come on, Jack. I'm trying to help you out, man. I know you're faster than him. Hamilton is whipping it around the track right now. He's not even in the lead, but him and Bottas are both making progress on Albon there. There we go. Okay, not a bad exit. Alright, Aitken, come on. Get by him. We have the faster car in a straight. That is annoying to watch. He should have been by him already. These hards are really starting to come together too. They're starting to feel a lot better. Yeah, the hards in this game are very much a tire that are just... They take a few laps to really get to a point where they're usable to me. So once Latifi loses DRS, I think he'll have, I think Jack will have an easier time getting by him. I don't think it's going to be this lap, but Ooh, maybe it will be. Maybe not. Never mind. I am in a sector I suck at. Gotta remember that. I was almost there, though.
Norris is in the pits.
Yeah, Norris is just now... Has he, like, stopped yet? Or is he on his way out? Yeah, he stopped. So he's on his way out. But wow, we passed him by a mile. Holy shit. I don't think he's really got how much traffic to work through, though. Ooh, shit. Fuck that up. So, he won't it won't take too long for him to catch us, but... Still gonna be some work to get by us. So we can try and capitalize on their tires coming up to temperature too. Because the mediums didn't feel too great either in a corner early on, but they definitely weren't as bad as the hards here. Now the track's pretty much completely dried. I'm gonna double check.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being. Dries seem like the fastest tire at the moment.
Jack should pit to get the undercut, I think. Or do opposite to Latifi is probably a smart idea. So I think you should pit this lap if Norris just came in. And then pit. And if Latifi comes in, don't pit, that kind of thing. Oh, they both pit.
Jack is coming in for his stop.
Yeah, they're going on mediums. Let's listen to the points, though. So that's something. Alright, what's our tire? What are our tires at? 20%. We put quite a few laps on these already for 20%. I have to use the bathroom, but I don't want to yet. I'm still doing personal improvement, personal best in some sectors, so there's still a lot of life in these tires. I honest to God, don't expect us to stay in the points. We're in 10th right now. Everyone ahead of us has already stopped. So if literally anyone passes us, we'll be out of the points. And Ocon's behind us. The Renault is still a little bit faster than us in a straight. Or overall, I'm sorry. Overall, they're still a lot faster. And I need to take a lap or two to get my battery back up. All the purple laps, or fastest laps. That's insane. I think we're just gonna let him by and not even fight it.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Yeah, he's too fast for us. I'm just gonna let that happen. Not hold up our race here. Yeah, we throw away points, but he's just so much faster, and we still have 10 laps left. Raikkonen is our fight, on the other hand. The Alfa Romeo is close to us, and he's on the same strategy as me, so that's entirely a position I'm not giving up. If I can keep up with Ocon, which I don't expect to do, just long enough, I may be able to get the DRS here. No, I'm not going to be able to. Ooh. Nope, okay. I just needed a hair longer. That's upsetting. Nothing I can do about it, though. The Renault is just it's just too much faster than me. Especially right now. Yeah, Norris caught Raikkonen very quickly, though. I still think going these hards is going to benefit us. I think we're going to net gain from it, though. Instead of doing the 2-stop that they're doing.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button.
Battery charged a lot faster than I thought it did, actually. Personal best lap on that one. Easy does it. I think we should be okay tire-wise. I think we should be very okay on tires, actually. I think the hards will last long enough for me. Sorry, itchy. It's annoying. If I'm lucky, we can hold 11th. But we still got a lot of laps left, and Norris is right behind Raikkonen. So I can't really promise anything. If Raikkonen continues to hold Norris up, though, we may be able to finish 11th here. Which will be one hell of a start. We started, what, 22nd? Yeah. Yeah, we started last place. Finishing 11th just purely on strategy like that would be great. Granted, we made up a lot of spots in the start, too. Because our car is a little bit faster than some of the people that we were alongside, like the Williams and stuff like that. Where's Jack at? Still behind Latifi. Jesus. It's insane. Like, how is he still behind Latifi? It's not that hard, Jack. Get by him. It's a Williams. Our car is infinitely faster. Like, it's so much faster. Nothing we can do about Jack right now until we continue to train him up. Easy. Whoa. Easy does it.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
So we're staying personal best sectors 1 and 2 consistently, but we also haven't done a personal best sector 3, which has been keeping our personal best entire lap from really taking place. Alright, let's get some ERS on the exit here. I tried to activate DRS. Not a thing I have right now.
We're catching the car ahead, but be aware that these tyres need to last till the end of the race.
I think our tires will make it just fine, I think. Thankfully, we haven't had any gearbox issues yet, though we're in the danger window of it happening. That's what worries me. We don't have to go too much longer in keeping Raikkonen behind us, but that being said, we don't need anything making that harder than it's gonna be here soon. He's gonna have DRS on this go. But I think we create enough of a gap on that exit.
Our gap to the car in front is 4.3 seconds.
So we shouldn't have DRS that time. Or this time. Personal best again. He may have had DRS actually. When we came across it, there may have been enough. He may have been within that second still. What the hell is Billy doing? I wonder if the game keeps crashing. So I think, as long as I keep running the way I'm running, I think we'll be able to keep off Raikkonen and finish 11th here. As long as Norris doesn't get by him. If Norris gets by him, we're definitely going to 12th. There's no way we're gonna be able to hold on to that. Gonna run rich for a bit. Burn off some of the excess fuel that we're running. I don't know if he was within a second or not when we exited. I'm not actually sure. Or when we hit the detection zone, I mean. Norris cannot get by him, though. Ooh, that's gonna cause him to catch up real quick. Me fucking up like that will do it. Where's Jack? Did Jack finally fucking buy Latifi? Yes, he did, and he's flying now. If you guys look at the map, you can see Jack is well ahead of Latifi now. I told you. I told you he was gonna be faster. That little bastard did not wanna pass him, or couldn't. One of those two. I knew he was gonna be that much faster. He could have finished. Try to find him on the track again. I don't think he has the speed to catch Gio either, or the time. I mean, he has the speed. I don't think he has the time. That's a shame. He has the talent, which is why I want to keep him. He can clearly tell he has the talent. But whether or not he can get by people is a whole different thing. It's frustrating. Use ERS and Rich on the way out. Make sure we create enough of a gap here.
The gap to the car ahead is 5.9
Push back to standard, turn off the battery, there's enough of a gap here.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Ooh, hit the brakes a little too late on that one. Oops. Nah, recovered it, okay. Got a little wrong gear, I think, going on the exit, but not enough for me to have manually changed it. Also too late for me to realize it to manually change it. Man, Norris must be pissed being behind Raikkonen like that. That has to suck. Like, there's no way that doesn't suck. Like, I got aggravated with Jack being behind Latifi for that long.
19.5 seconds.
I couldn't imagine being the actual driver stuck behind him like that. Yeah, Norris cannot get by for some reason. He has the faster car and the faster tire, and he can't get by. Like, it's not even a subtly faster car, like a much better car. I need to pee, but the race is almost over. We're holding back Raikkonen, actually, like just inside, just not quite at the second mark, but not close enough that he can pass me on straights, which is a plus. ERS on the exit here. Switch it to Rich instead. Let's turn off the battery. Save, so that way we can recharge it. Switch it back to standard. Yeah, he closed up pretty quickly on that one. But he also had he had DRS and probably using his overtake button. So it's not a question of how did he do that.
The car in front is 7.3 seconds.
Yeah, Ocon is so much faster. Yeah, there's science out of Ocon just to show where Norris could be. He could be so much farther ahead, but he cannot make it past Raikkonen, and then he would have to get past me too on top of that. Like, that's killer. Because it's a shame we're not going to finish inside the points, but there's no way we are catching or keeping up with Ocon or keeping him behind us. As you can see, the speed he had, and the speed on the straightaway he passed us on, it was insane. Like, there's just no way. I'd rather not take the risk and, you know, have Raikkonen closer to where he's at now, or even past us if we fucked up. So, to keep my own race in a decent finish, we You know, we started 22nd, so I can't ask for too much. Or for more with finishing 11th. I like going to the grass. No, Raikkonen is too far behind. As he's flying. But that was enough for us to not have to use anything on the straight, which is insane. We're just faster than the Alpha, that's the thing. The car overall is much faster than the Alfa Romeo. Just gotta finish the next lap and a half here. I just feel bad for Norris. Like, there's no, like, he should have gotten past that Alpha by now. So, I don't think the Ferrari engine would make that big of a difference. Would it really have made that big of a difference? I'm not sure, to be honest. Do some overtake here on the exit.
This is your
Keep Raikkonen honest.
Final lap of the race.
He's a little bit closer than he was before. So we're actually going to finish the whole race. We didn't get lapped, which is surprising. Because the leaders are not that far behind us. But they finished the race here. Raikkonen is keeping us honest now. Like, he's right behind us. He must have thrown everything in the engine this time
We pretty much
on this
burned
lap.
off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
Yeah, doing the one stop was definitely, or not the, yeah, doing that, waiting for the track to dry and then going to the hards was the smart decision, I think, in the end. I definitely made the right, I don't know how I managed it, but I think I made the right decision on this
The tank
time.
is empty.
So if we were to pit now, hypothetically, I don't think
Okay,
it'll tell me.
Ahead is 10.0
15th.
seconds.
So we'd lose 4 positions. Granted, that's, you know, after everybody would have stopped, you know, and everyone's been on tires for a while now, but still, like, you know, I think we made the right decision going to the hards. Use the battery on the exit here. Ooh, don't want to lose that position, just do stupid air like that. I'll take 11th. That, honestly,
Race over. Take care of the
I
car
think
on the way in.
we made the most out of that. That was actually, I wouldn't say an incredible race, but that was good. That was a good race, honestly. Great strategy option. I don't think we could have done anything better.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrow.
Why is that so laggy? Like, that cutscene was so laggy
After an
on the
excellent
stream.
performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of
So Mercedes won
celebrations
2 with
tonight
Albon in
amongst the
3rd.
Mercedes
Albon did the
team,
same strategy we
and they
did.
certainly deserve it. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Lewis
Where
Hamilton
did
takes over the lead of the
he
Drivers'
finish 15th?
Championship after an excellent result. Some amazing
So
talents
I fell
out on
down the
track
order
today.
because of
But
McLaren.
Anthony, who would you pick as your driver
The
of
Ricardo
the day?
scoring
I have
points.
to give it to Falcon. They fought
How
so
did I change my
hard
name?
and had incredible pace at times.
Pretty sure I did change
so
my
I don't
name.
think anyone else did a better job today.
Let's move
Alright.
on to the constructors. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. It
And
was
Mercedes
also a
pretty much
strong
won this
Grand
at this
Prix
point.
from Haas F1 this weekend. Fantastic work from the American team to move themselves further
Yeah,
up the
Ricardo
table.
finishing. Where did he
Well,
finish?
that's an end to another fantastic weekend
At
of
6th.
racing.
So we got,
Thanks to everyone who joined
what
us,
is that?
and we'll see
8
you
points?
for the next
Yeah,
one.
that's killer. But no, that was a good race. I don't think I put a foot wrong on that one.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. You really cut your way through the field today. What was your strategy?
Nimbleness. We'll go with chassis this time. Chassis needs some serious
The team
upgrades.
must be ecstatic with how you're performing.
Yeah, I do see their smiles on their faces. I'd
How
rather
do
do
you
this for
feel
the
the
team.
weather affected the outcome today?
I mean, change strategies it did. I mean, we
Appreciate your time.
kept on our inners longer than we should have. Longer than recommended as well. Oh, Magnussen went faster, but we tied, so it doesn't make a huge difference on that. So we completed both objectives. Did you have a top 10 finish during the round? It gave us the top 10 finish bonus, but I finished in 11th. Huh. During the session, maybe, did it say? No, I think even then we didn't. I'm not sure. Yeah, I know about the contract renewal. Okay. So, anything else I can give? No. So we'll do simulator training. We could do 2 of these and just do all. Yeah, we'll do that one. We'll do that one. So that way we can get a bunch of shit into our aerodynamics. So yes, we don't have the money right now to get. Are you serious? Are you serious? Right now. Oh, you piece of shit. Absolute piece of garbage. Oh, we have to upgrade the facility too. Damn it. Okay. That's actually really upsetting. So everything's coming in the 25th. Monaco's the 20th. Motherfucker. Okay. Well, let's slap in. Nope. Our practice engine here. That one. That one. That one. Alright, well. Not a whole lot I can do about that. That's actually just really upsetting, though.
We had a major issue on the
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware.
So the entire development
Corporate
package for this
contracts. We need 2 mil.
Check your
47
RMS
days.
before
Yeah, we'll have enough. So speaking of which, gloves. So we got new gloves. It looks like. I want to see them. These ones. I want to see what we can do with this. Let's go to black. Okay. I'm not against what I'm seeing so far. What color? Oh, it's. Oh, it could match our car. Yes. Okay. So that circle doesn't change. So that's a little upsetting, but we can work with it. Do we go for gray for this? Like a light gray? Or should I do red? Let's try red quick. I think we're gonna go white. Huh. I'm not sure if I want to do that, or if I want to go to that, back to that. That's too bright. I think the white is a little too bright, so let's try gray. I guess it's an off gray. That works. Speaking of which, back to helmet. So I customized a helmet yesterday. Just gotta find it. There it is. Yeah, I like that. Doesn't look great in the preview on the top, on the like little thumbnails, but I like the helmet. I think it helps match the car and me as well. Okay, so we're granting finances. It's really annoying because see it's during the race. How did we get that? I'm not complaining, but 5 days for Atlantic. So after the Monaco GP, we will be losing Atlantic. We'll probably just re-sign them, to be honest. Our car hasn't changed a whole lot yet, so I think we'll probably keep them. We'll have to change something in here, but I'm gonna have to wait until I get Jack re-signed. We'll probably go for upgrade speed. Go for the build time, probably. Alright, so with that, pain. I'm gonna end the stream there. Stream for 2.5 hours, almost 2 hours 40. I had fun with Flight Sim, but F1 was definitely better. I enjoyed that pit strategy that I did, and just like the thought process for it was cool. You know, stressful almost, but well, I'm gonna stop it there. Everyone have a good day. Anyone else wants to follow, I recommend. I try to stream daily. Once I go back to work, it'll all depend on what my current job is. or what job I take.